Greetings and welcome to our series of weekly devotionals. This week we're looking at a few short verses in the first book of Kings, chapter 19. When I was growing up in the Catholic Church, my relatives and most of the people in the church, in my estimation, put the priests of our parish on a pedestal. They looked up to those priests, and not saying that we shouldn't have looked up to those priests, but there was kind of a feeling that only the priests were worthy to do and to be and to say and to experience certain things. And if we weren't a priest, then we couldn't experience some of those same things. And I remember as a kid sort of having a lot of angst-ridden nights, lying in bed, feeling that I was unworthy of God's love, unworthy to be involved in the life of the church, unworthy to be in the presence of priests and nuns and other good Catholic Christians. And some churches nowadays have all sorts of prerequisites for joining. In order to belong, you have to believe certain things. You have to believe the right way. And you have to have a conversion experience, or you have to be certain things. You have to do certain things. Have certain prerequisites completed in order to belong to a faith community. And I think that our verses this week give us some insight into that kind of thinking. In verse 6, we read that Elijah looked up, and there at his head was a cake baked on hot stones and a jar of water. He ate and drank and lay down again. Now that allusion to hot stones, scholars suggest, connects with another prophet who Isaiah, who encountered hot coals to purify his lips because he felt he was unworthy. And as I've alluded to before, Moses before them also felt unworthy, and so does Elijah at times. He feels that he's unworthy. And so these very well-known legendary prophets of old had something in common in that they all felt unworthy to do the work of God. But yet, as we read in this verse, God still accompanied them, did not abandon them, provided for them, and continued to call them forth into ministry. And I think it's a reminder that with these prophets, as with Mary, the mother of Jesus, as with all of Jesus' disciples, as with the Apostle Paul and many leaders of the early Christian church, God most often called people who were unworthy. And it reminds us that in our Christian faith, we are not made worthy by anything that we believe or become, or any kind of success or accomplishment that we can achieve. We are made worthy by God's love. Amen.